Welcome back! This episode is going to be super epic because my amazing husband finally decided he is going to actually be on a video. So I've been begging so much. So thanks to you guys, I have a lot of questions. We're just going to do 20 of them. We had a lot more, so we picked some really interesting ones, not just like what's your favorite color, but we will do a part 2 if you guys want us to. Just comment below with questions, and if we get any, we'll do one. If we don't, then we'll find something else to do. If he does again, but he said he probably won't do another one. We'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. I have an intro in here somewhere. Hold on. Good parents, so we try our kids' baby food. Good? I think they're vanilla flavored or something. Have been waiting for, and sorry it's taken me so long. Most of it has been his fault because we haven't got done any sooner. He's camera shy, she's camera shy, so the future questions and fun could be really interesting and quiet and boring. But I hope you enjoy them and get the answers you've been wanting. Yeah, how did you meet each other? We met each other at church, at his old church, Landmark Tabernacle. We met her through birth. Who spends the most time on their hair? He does. Who liked who first? Go ahead, babe.
I liked you first.
You think so?
I think so.
He thinks he did. Alright. Do you forgive easy or hold grudges?
Oh no.
He holds grudges. I forgive pretty easy, especially for him. He holds it against people forever. Number 5. How old were each of you when you started dating each other?
15.
Okay, I was 15 too. And then when we got married, we were both 18. We actually got married on his birthday, so he just turned 18 when we got married.
That's right.
You want to tell him how old you were when you started dating in general?
8.
What is your favorite thing to do together besides you know what? Go ahead. Tell it. Just tell your child.
What do we like doing?
What do you think your opinion, what's your favorite?
Shopping.
Shut up. That is not your favorite thing. He likes to fish with all of us. I like making videos with you, and it's the first time it's ever happened. Okay, shopping is pretty fun. And taking trips. I like your trips. Would you recommend getting married young? I think this is a very difficult question because I know a lot of people that are like 18 years old and they're the most immature people that I've ever met, and I would never suggest it to them at all. So it's a very hard question. Babe, would you recommend anyone getting married young?
Go for it.
Just go for it. Just go for it, guys. Just go for it. I really think it just depends on everybody and personally who you are, because there's some people who can handle getting married young, and then there's people who can't. How do you stay so positive, Diana? Well, I have a good family, and Even when it's hard and you feel like you have a lot of people, and even when you have family and you're married and you have a cute little baby, it's sometimes you feel like you're really alone, but you know that God is still with you even when you are alone. And that seems really cheesy, but if you really sit there and think about it, you're never going to be alone.
Hey.
So you should always be positive. He left the other night and I literally cried for 30 minutes, but not because he left, because sometimes it's okay to cry, and I think people need to get that. He cries too sometimes. She cries all the time. They just cry all the time.
I'm a brat.
How did you know Sean was the right guy for you and vice versa?
I don't know.
You don't know how I was the right one for you, babe?
I just started dating and it seemed like it.
Okay, guys. It seemed okay.
I had a dream.
He had a dream.
It happened.
Okay, since he's so shy, I will give you the deeds. He had a dream that God told him that I was the one for him. And then, was it a couple months later that I had another the same kind of dream? Because I prayed about it, and kept telling him no, that I was not going to date him. And poor guy rejected him. I rejected him so many times. No, because sometimes people have things to work out, and he had things to work out that I didn't approve of. And I had things I needed to work out that he didn't approve of. Not really.
6 months into a relationship, you finally figured it out.
I knew he was the right one, mostly because we knew that God told us, and we both went to a church that had the Holy Ghost in it, and God really spoke to us and really told us that, hey, this is it. This is who you're supposed to be with, and I really prayed about it because I didn't want to be with the wrong guy. So, yeah. Okay.
You were.
Have either of you ran away from home as a child? I will say no, honestly. There was times I was mad at mom and dad, so I would run down to my grandma's because she lived right over the hill. Did you run away from?
Yeah.
A lot?
Yeah.
Got any stories?
Yeah.
He ran away a lot. Fun stories, actually. Have either of you drank alcohol? No, I haven't. Ever. Never once. Go ahead, babe.
Yes, I have.
When he was little, he was like really, really little in his old home. What are you doing? Not that I disagree, but why rush getting married so young? Big supporter, though. I don't feel like we were rushed to get married young, but in a sense, like, this little person here is what I've always wanted, and he was rushed, I think, because he wanted to move out.
That's bullcrap. I could have moved somewhere else.
I'm kidding. I think it's, I don't think it was rushed per se. We could have waited longer, but why? Like, I don't know. I've always wanted to start out young, and I don't have to be 50 years old when they move out of the house. And what do we add up when she's,
36.
Yeah, we like 36, 38 years old when she's moving out, or at least old enough to be home by themselves, where me and him can go out and adventure, and so we won't be like old grandma and grandpas sitting at home with our children. I might get to see my great-grandchild, and I think that's super cool and important, and he won't be like an old hunched-over man.
Yeah, we don't know
Okay, do either of you come from a Mennonite background?
No.
He obviously did not. I did. I came from a Mennonite background, and I was raised that way. I was born that way. And then when I was 14 or 15 or something, I was like 13, something like that. We went to country cooking, and we met this girl who was wearing a skirt, and she seemed so nice and was so friendly. So we talked to her for a while. We ended up at her church, which is where we met him, and we went there from that point forward, and it was a Pentecostal church. So now I consider myself Pentecostal and or Christian, whichever one. How many kids do you guys plan on having after Lily and the unborn baby is here?
None. I'm done.
He says he's done, and then like
I'm retired.
he's not retired, but
I'm
like
retired.
he's retired. We both
the
really
baby
thought that we
factory
were gonna
broke down.
stop when we have a boy, and then she's had some really bad weeks the past couple weeks. I think from like teething and stuff. So I think he's having a really bad couple weeks. So Sean is slowly changing his mind, babe. Our
Baby.
child.
She's okay.
What?
Baby factory broke down.
Baby
I can't
factory didn't
order
break
them.
down. We are
I
fine.
can't order no more. I'm too broke.
He's too broke, guys. Children, that's where they come from, is the baby factory. Wait, was Lily or the unborn baby planned? Definitely planned. What are you doing? We actually wanted her to come 3 or 4 months early, and well, God was like,
Really?
well, we tried for like a while, and so God was like, nope. And then a little while later, I was like checking it out, and after like 12 to 16 tests, we found out we were pregnant. And then this go around, I wanted this one to be a month early, and she will be a year and 18 days old when this one is born. So yeah, I wanted them to be 11 months apart, but you know, it's okay. So if you could bring one person to life and see them again, someone that died, who would it be, and what would you want to ask them or tell them before they had to go back? If you had one chance. I would talk to my grandpa Rose, by far, and I would ask him all kinds of things, and what exactly I would ask him, I'm not totally sure, but I would want to spend as much time as I could with him because he lived in Indiana, so I actually never really got to see him much, so I feel like a lot of our memories are faint, and it's hard to remember anything. Yeah, who would you bring back?
Steve.
His Uncle Steven. Do you think you'd want to tell him? Okay. Number 18. If you only had one day out of the year to create a holiday, what would it be? If you could do anything in one day, then the whole world had to do it. Like
Fish.
fish. So like take off. Everyone gets to get off of work, but you have to only do it if you're going fishing. Will Sean ever be on a video again? That's for you, babe. I can't force
I don't
it.
know.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
We'll
Take a couple months.
we'll see how many views and comments and likes we get off of this, because if it's not, then you probably will never do it again and feel like it's worthless. All right. Would Sean ever wear pink? Has he wore pink before is a fun question. I know one year at banquet he actually, the colors were like pink and gray or something. What's this? Pink and gray or something, so he wore like this pink dress shirt. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm doing something with your time. You too!
I earned a fishing trip today.
Yeah, I did bribe him quite a bit on this whole thing. Say hi. Can you say hi, Mom? Say hi. Ow, babe, ow.
Lily, that's a good one right there.
Stop, babe.
That's a good one.
Your dad behind. Ow.
Look.
Stop. Ow. Oh my goodness. I don't want boys now. We will see you guys later, and please like, comment, subscribe if you want, and
Say, for that, I can't try to show.